Tesla drivers hogging the chargers in my building, no more free charging for you. My apartment building has these free electric car chargers in the parking garage. 4 charging stations, each with 2 plugs, so 8 spots total for anyone who needs them. For 2 years, this worked perfectly fine. Maybe 10 electric cars in the whole building, and everyone just grabbed a charger when they needed one, charged up, and moved their car. Super simple. Then a bunch of Tesla drivers moved in, and suddenly everything went to hell. The building has this really basic rule: 4-hour charging limit. That's it. Charge your car and move it so someone else can use the spot. Not complicated. Most people were totally fine with this. You plug in after work, charge for a few hours, move your car to a regular spot before bed. Done. But these Tesla people acted like the rules didn't apply to them. They'd park at the chargers at like 2 p.m. and leave their cars there until the next morning, every single day. One guy had 2 Teslas and would literally take up both charging spots at the same charger with his cars, all afternoon, all night, just sitting there fully charged while the rest of us circled the garage looking for an open spot. I'd come home from work at 6 p.m. needing to charge so I could drive to my job the next morning, and both spots would be taken by the same person's cars that had been there since lunch. People started leaving polite notes. Hey, there's a 4-hour limit, please move your car when it's done charging. The notes would get ripped up or ignored. Then last month, 2 of the chargers on the guest level completely stopped working. Nobody knows why. Building maintenance couldn't fix them. Now we're down to 1 charger with 2 plugs for over 20 electric cars. This is where it gets really bad. One evening, I desperately needed to charge because I had an early morning meeting an hour away. Both spots were taken by the same guy's 2 Teslas. Again, I left a note on the charger itself that night, not on his car, just on the actual charging station. All it said was, the 4-hour limit applies to everyone. The next morning, I came down to charge before work and found my note ripped to shreds on the ground, except for one piece that had writing on it in black marker. Say it to my face. Are you kidding me? We're threatening people over parking spots now? After that, it became this ridiculous race every day. If you didn't get to the chargers before 4 p.m., you were screwed because the Tesla people would camp there all night. Some days I'd win and get a spot. Most days I'd lose and have to hope my battery would last until the next morning. Last week, someone else left a note. Super polite. Please consider that other drivers need to use these chargers too. The reply left on that note: I saw you on my cameras, LMAO, I won't consider anything. This dude actually had cameras in his car recording who was leaving notes and was bragging about not caring. That's when I decided I was done being nice. I took photos of both torn up notes and the aggressive responses. Then I sent everything to our property manager with a detailed email about the charger hogging situation. They responded with the usual, we'll look into it, corporate nonsense. So I forwarded the entire email chain to their regional manager, who oversees all their buildings across the country. This company manages like 50 apartment complexes. The regional manager called me the next day. I explained everything: the broken chargers, the hogging, the threatening notes. Then I dropped my nuclear option. Oh, and by the way, I just realized something. These chargers aren't actually charging anyone money. The building advertises free charging, right? But I did some research, and apparently these charge point chargers can be set up to charge fees after the time limit. Yours aren't configured that way. So these people are basically stealing hundreds of dollars worth of electricity by camping here overnight. Suddenly I had their full attention. 2 days later, there was a notice in the building. Due to increased demand and equipment updates, new EV chargers will be installed next month. 4-hour limit strictly enforced with automatic billing of $4 per hour after the limit. $4 an hour doesn't sound like much, but here's the thing. That guy who leaves his 2 Teslas plugged in for 14 hours overnight, that's $80 in charging fees every single night. The family who parks their Tesla at 2 p.m. and leaves it until 8 a.m. the next morning, that's $72 in fees. Meanwhile, my little electric car takes 3 hours tops to fully charge. I plug in at 7 p.m., it's done by 10 p.m., I move it to a regular spot, 0 fees. The new chargers got installed last week. The Tesla parking lot campers have been real quiet lately.